Hi there. If you're new to Hope Community Church or you haven't started using the HCC directory yet, I'm going to show you how to get started. First of all, our directory is located inside of the Church Center app. That's the app that we use for doing all sorts of other things here. And that's the app that you can see in the top row right in the middle of this window. So we're going to click on Church Center to get started. And we have an opportunity here to log in. Maybe you don't see HCC listed first of all, so you'll have a choice to choose from area churches. And so there's HCC listed. We're going to click on that one, mark that this is my church, and we have an opportunity here to get started. So I'm going to hit next. What it's going to ask for is a cell phone number. It's going to send you by text message a login code. If you don't have a cell phone, you can also log into, or a cell phone to receive text messages. You can also log in using email, but just by clicking use email instead. So I'm typing in my number. And very quickly, it'll send me a text message with the login code. There it is. I type it in, I hit next, and look at that, I'm in. So here are some profiles that I've created to show us how this works. So I'm gonna start off and start with Joe Average. And so here I go. When I get logged in, you can see up in the very top right-hand corner, there's a small circle and with a picture of this guy's face, Joe. If there was no photo on file for him, you would see his initials JA. What we want is the directory. The directory is listed in the bottom menu beside Home, Give, Events, and Directory. So we'll click on Directory there, and it'll take us into the church directory. But you can see at the very bottom of the page, it says you haven't shared your information yet. And then we have a button where we can share now. So I'm going to hit Share Now so I can get my information listed in the directory. And you can see here some information about my household. So beside my picture, there's a little circle. I'm going to check it with the green check mark means that information will be included in the directory. So right now, the only thing that's listed would be my name. I'm going to check to include a profile photo. I'm going to include my email address and my home address. And as I scroll down, I can see the other people who are listed as part of my household. So there's my wife, Jane. I'm going to check her name, include her profile photo, include her email address as well, and my two children, Jack and Jill. I'm going to check Jack, include his profile photo, and I'm going to check Jill. Maybe one of my kids is shy and doesn't want to be included in the directory, or maybe doesn't want to have their photo included. If you just uncheck beside their name or beside their profile photo, that information will simply not be included in the directory. So you get to choose what gets shared as far as contact information. Maybe your kids have a different cell phone and you don't want that being shared with people in the church directory. That's fine. Remember that any information that gets shared here is only available inside of the church directory. And the only people who have access to the church directory are people who are also in the directory. So this information is very secure, although we completely understand that there are many people who don't want to share all of their information, and that's completely understandable. So as it sits right now, I'm sharing some names, some photos, a bit of contact information, and I'm going to hit the share button at the top of the window. So just like that, I'm going to search now for my name, Joe. I see a few Joes listed there. I'm going to click on Joe Average, that's me. And I can now see my email, my address, but I realize, you know what? I really should include my phone number as well. So I'm going to click on the name there, and now you can see up in the top right corner there's that pencil. That pencil icon will allow you to edit some of the information. So we're going to click on that again, and I'm going to click on my phone number to include that as well. And I realize I really ought to include a photo of the whole family together. So I'm going to click on Household Photo Edit, and it gives me a choice to either take a photo or to choose from the photo library. So that's what I'm going to do, choose from my photos. There's I'll use that one right there. So that's a nice looking family photo right there. And I'm going to hit update. And now when I search for average, I can see, oh, I spelled it wrong. I can see nothing because it's spelled wrong, but when I do spell it right in search, there we have the family listed again. So if I click on Joe, I can see now some information about myself, including all the information I'm sharing. I see my family photo. When I click on that photo, I can see everybody in the household listed. And again, with the pencil, you have the option there to edit, to make some changes, and so it's really easy. If you want to search for somebody else in the directory, all you got to do is go back to the directory and just hit that search bar. You can search either by individual or you can search by household. And the directory is really helpful if maybe you've seen a face but you don't remember a name. You can scroll through and hopefully find the photo and then be reminded. So that's what the church directory is for. It's a great opportunity for us to connect with each other and to stay in touch. So we'd really love to encourage you to scroll around in the directory, find the name of somebody you might have met and would like to connect with, give them a phone call, send them a text message or an email, or send them a card. And we would love for you to use this directory to stay in touch, especially at these times when people have a hard time seeing each other because of the restrictions that have been put in place. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you have trouble with the directory, or if you have some questions or thoughts, you can always get in touch with Mike at hcclennoxville.ca. I would be happy to help you out. All right, so have a great day.